In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a crochet cherry bag charm. This is a pretty easy project suitable for confident beginners. You only need a really small amount of yarn to create the cherry design, and then you'll just need a keyring to finish it off. So let's get into how to make it. You will need a small amount of red and green acrylic DK weight yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. You'll also need some stuffing, some scissors, a needle and a keyring. As an option, you could also use a wire tooth comb to fluff out the yarn at the end. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your red yarn and your hook, and then you're going to make a magic ring. To do that, I place the yarn over my fingers, wrap the yarn round to create a cross, and then that loop, insert your hook, pull through, and then I pinch it there, and then you want to be working over those two pieces of yarn. So round one, we're going to chain one, and then I'm going to do 6 double crochet into my hoop, and I'm working in UK terms, so that would be 6 UK double crochet or 6 US single crochet. So there's 6 double crochet into my loop, and then I'm going to pull that to tighten that up. Now I like to work this continuously so that you don't get a visible seam where the stitches join. So often you would do a slip stitch into that next stitch, but I am just going to work continuously round without a slip stitch. You could use a stitch marker at this point if you find it useful, but I find I just count my stitches because it's so small. I find sometimes stitch marker just gets in my way more, so I'm just going to count around. So into that next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochet, and we're going to do 2 double crochet into the next 5 stitches, so we'll have a total of 12. So I've just done 2 double crochets into those first 6 stitches, so I've now got 12 stitches around. For round 3, we're going to do 1 double crochet into each stitch, so that'll be 12 double crochet. So I've just done 12 double crochet, so that is round 3 done. We're going to do the same for round 4, so 1 double crochet into each stitch. And now you can see it's starting to take shape. At this point I like to sew in this end, so I like to make sure it's nice and tight, and then use a needle. I tend to go into this next stitch here, pull that through, pull it nice and tight, and then I go back into that stitch and do a knot, and then just thread that through a few stitches and cut that off. For round 5, we're going to be reducing the amount of stitches. So we're going to do double crochet 2 together 6 times, so that's 6 decreased stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then I'm going to insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all the loops on my hook. I'm going to do that again, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on my hook. So that was 2, going to do another one, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And you can see we're now making a little tiny ball for a cherry, and I'm going to stuff this at this point. So I'm just going to stuff that in there. I like mine to be quite full, but if you fill it too much, you can make the stitches spread out a little bit and make it look a bit gappy, so you don't want to put too much in there. That feels about right to me. I am then going to slip stitch into that next stitch, and I'm going to fasten off. Now we have got quite a bit of a hole at the top, so what I like to do is I've left quite a long tail, and I'm going to thread my needle, and what I like to do is a reverse magic loop. So I skip this first stitch, and then I insert my hook into this outside loop, and you want to go back and forth. So then I'm going to skip this one, insert into this one, skip this stitch, insert into this stitch, pull that tight, and you can see that it closes up that hole, makes quite an invisible seam. I then like to just do a little knot, insert and pull through the loop, make sure it's nice and tight, and then I tend to just go up and down the whole length just to seal in that end and fasten that off. And there we have our first little cherry ball. So you want to make 2 of those, and then I will show you how to do the stem and the leaf. Now that you've made 2 of the balls ready for your cherries, we're going to make the stem. So I'm going to take my green yarn and I'm going to attach that to my hook with a slip knot. And then I'm going to take one of the balls and find the top, and I'm going to insert my hook into one of the stitches. I don't find that this has to be perfect. I tend to just put it through wherever feels like there's space, and then yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. It's a little bit fiddly, so that we have attached the ball to the green yarn. I'm then going to chain 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're going to make the leaf. So we're going to skip the first chain next to our hook, and we're going to do a double crochet into that second chain from our hook. Into the next chain we're going to do a half treble crochet. So wrap my yarn around my hook, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Into the next stitch we're going to do a double crochet, and then into the next stitch I'm going to slip stitch. You then want to work down this next side of our leaf. So you just want to move this round, drop the cherry beneath your yarn and your hook so it's out of the way, and then you want to chain 1, and you want to slip stitch into that same stitch that we slip stitch into on the other side. Then into the next chain where we did our double crochet, we're going to do a double crochet on this side, The next chain where we did a half treble crochet, we're going to do a half treble crochet into that same chain on the other side. And then into the last chain where we started, we're going to do a double crochet like we did before. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that beginning double crochet that we did. And I'm going to fasten that off. And then I like to pull that yarn through to the other side. And then as you can see, there is our leaf, and we just need to sew these ends in. So I like to flip this one over and use my needle to sew in this end. Just go back and forth a few times in that same spot. And then fasten that off. And then with this one, I like to go down into the cherry, come out the other end, and then I tend to just fasten that one off. We've got our first side of our cherry, so we're going to get our second ball. So we're going to do it the same. I've attached it to the top of my second ball, and I'm going to chain 14. And then we're going to do the same as we did before. So we're going to do a double crochet into the second chain from our hook, a half treble crochet into the next chain, double crochet into the next chain, and then a slip stitch into the next chain. Now we want to attach this one to our first one. So you are going to slip stitch into the top of the petal. So here we're going to slip stitch into there. So I'm going to insert my hook into that top stitch, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through. This is a little bit fiddly. Pull through. We're then going to work down the second half of our leaf on our second cherry. So we're going to do like we did before, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn so that we're now working along this second side, and we're going to slip stitch into that first stitch where we did our slip stitch on the other side. Double crochet into the next stitch, half treble crochet into the next, and then double crochet into that last chain. And then I'm going to slip stitch into that beginning, double crochet, and fasten off. I have sewn in my ends like I did before, and now we just need to attach it to our keyring. I like to pull this apart a little bit, so then you can see this stitch here. That's where I like to thread through the keyring. So I just get the keyring, open it out, and then thread it through that stitch. Like so. Pull that round, and now we are attached to the keyring. I've also got a clip to add onto it so I can make it removable. Now you can leave it there, or there's the option to brush out the yarn so it gets this fuzzy texture. You can see the difference there. This one I brushed out, and this one is just left normal. And all you have to do is get a wire tooth comb. This is actually a dog hair brush. And all you have to do is just rub it over to fluff it out. and I love the way it looks when they are all fuzzy. Let me know in the comments which version you prefer, the fluffy version or just the standard version. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know if you make one of these.